good, but not special.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Watford. He's defended by Podziemski. Watford passes to Johnson. Back to Watford. And here is Thomas. Misses the chippy right there.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Watford with it. Really had troubles in that loss to Sacramento. Johnson outside. Pass to Thomas. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Watford. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Just doing the job on the back end.
Here's the chosen one. Lets it go with the three. Another three for Golden State.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter steal, but not who you want to leave open.
Watford with it. He's defended by Podziemski. Sharp, the pass to Johnson. Pass to Watford. Fires from way outside. Johnson can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 7. Now Podziemski. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now here's Sharp. To end the cold streak. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Podziemski, covered by Watford. Podziemski with it. Over to the left wing. Here's Yang. The 19-footer is on the money. The chosen one's got 7.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Here's Post. No scoring in this one. Here's the chosen one. Thomas covering. Jackson Davis. It's good on the putback. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
From the top of the key. That one misses.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Brooklyn with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run, setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Cam Thomas. Watford out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Johnson, and it's Johnson in at the 3 slot.
Now, be careful because he is a rhythm scorer. Thomas has been locked and loaded all night with a full clip.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. The Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
No, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Here's the chosen one. 7 points in the game. And here is Johnson. Inside. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Johnson. Thomas got 14 points.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Pass to the chosen one. Kuminga, screen on Thomas. And Kuminga throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 14-4 run. On the wing, Johnson. He's defended by Podziemski. Johnson can't get it to go. The Warriors lead it. Here's the chosen one. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. To the wing right side. Here's Moody. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Podziemski. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Thomas outside. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Thomas got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets.
This brings him to 3 total makes from the arc, with just 1 in this half so far.
And the slam by Moody.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Watford. Scoreless thus far. Back to Johnson. Pass to Claxton. From beyond the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Here's the chosen one. He's got 7. And he drives in. Now, here's Thomas. Now, here's Johnson. Defended by Moody. Claxton against Green. Thomas outside. And Moody pulls it down. The Warriors have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Gang pass to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Johnson kicks to Thomas. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Thomas's confidence growing on shots like these, just taking it to the defense.
Martin's checked in for the Nets, and this is his first trip to the line tonight. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
Now Johnson. After the missed three from Yang, pass to Johnson. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 3. 50 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's the chosen one. He's guarded by Thomas. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Brooklyn leading by 3. Pass to Johnson. Johnson kicks to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thomas. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Butler passes to Yang. Back to Butler. Butler off a pick from Yang. They need this. It'll go, and the Nets lead has got back down to 3 on the basket from Butler. Butler's got 4 this quarter.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Cam Thomas getting it done for the Nets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a close.
Give me Coach Gray Harris with the turnovers. It's time to slow things down. Protect the rock. Make the simple.
All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western. That'll do it for our show tonight.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
The post pair for him. It's Green and Looney. Curry is out there with the chosen one, and it's Butler in at the 3. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Thomas goes in, misses from short range.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Yang passes to Curry. There's Green with the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Mr. Reliable. You can count on Green to show up every night.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Claxton. Here's Thomas from the arc. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The way that Curry reads the floor, he could get double-digit assists on any night if he wanted to.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. And here is Johnson. He's looking for Claxton and finds him.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's the chosen one. He's guarded by Thomas. It's Curry outside. Oh, Curry so accurate from 3. Point range.
And it just seems... that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Claxton. It's Thomas outside. Sinks the triple. Thomas got 25 points in the game.
In constant motion off ball, Thomas finds a soft spot and trusts the ball will find him back.
Outside Curry. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Golden State moving it around. Here's the chosen one. He's guarded by Johnson. Fires the 3. Curry's shot is off. Nets trail by 3. Here's Thomas. Oh, and the jam by Thomas.
Sutton on the drive. Thomas just takes off.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of it.
Johnson can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 3. Here's the chosen one. He's got 9. Back to Curry. Over Thomas. Curry can't get it to go.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 27. Well, you talk about Cam Thomas. RJ, he's one of the most explosive scorers I know in the NBA.
Well, after Kyrie and KD got traded out of Brooklyn, Thomas went off, putting together a streak of 3 straight 40-point games.
And the Warriors with some changes. Trayce Jackson-Davis is jacked in for Kevon Looney. And it's Payton in for Draymond Green. Outside Curry. Here's the chosen one. He's guarded by Thomas. Back to Curry. Launches a 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Johnson outside. Back to Johnson. The chosen one with the rebound. The chosen one's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Curry. There's the triple. Another 3 for Golden State.
He with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 29 points. Now Johnson. Paxton a screen on Curry. Outside for Thomas. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Thomas got 9 points here in the second half.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Here's the chosen one. Thomas covering. Curry gets the screen from Yang. Curry is inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Can't get it to fall. Nets trail by 5. Pass to Johnson. And here is Thomas. And the layup is good. Thomas got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's the chosen one. Thomas covering. And Keon Johnson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's the chosen one. He's got 9. 5 to shoot. Pass to Curry. From downtown. A rebound by Johnson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Johnson surveying the floor. Back to Thomas. For the tie. The Warriors pull it in. Pass to the chosen one. Back to Curry. Here's the 3. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Johnson against Curry. Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Here's Thomas. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
So both teams changing it up here. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the 3. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
And Johnson is right there.
Oh, smooth.
Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's the chosen one. 9 points in the game so far. Curry with a wide open look. And the three off target. Should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
They now take the lead. Thomas got 39.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Here's the chosen one. Thomas covering. Curry can't get it to go.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Tries it from 19. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The chosen one's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea.
Good! Another from 3.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Watford with it. Curry meets him. Here's Thomas over Yang. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Aaron Sharp, and again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Thomas. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard. And you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
Connects again from distance.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in. It's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. From deep, Thomas. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Here's Yang. Pass to post. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Looking now at some numbers for Stephen Curry.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
The Nets making a switch here. Whitehead's checked in. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. 1:12 left in the third quarter of the game. He got it again. Sensational.
And this is an all-time great score, a 50-point performance tonight.
Rally's just cracked the top 5, alone in 5th place for the most career 50-point performances.
At 50 for the 18th time. Only Harden, Kobe, Jordan, and Wilt have had more. That's a who's who of scores.
Curry from deep three-point land. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brooklyn trailing. Thomas with it. He has 45 points. Shoots over Curry. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. Thomas got 47 points. The Warriors shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right side Curry. Fires from deep. Good! Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Sharp sets the pick for Thomas. That 3 off the mark. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. A sensational night for... And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach.
Keep everything sharp. Keep the cuts.
Out there on the floor for the Nets.
Substitution on the floor.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with Johnson. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. And the shot is good from Johnson. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the lead.
Here's Curry with the 3. Yet another bucket.
Just a magnificent showing for him tonight offensively. Buckets coming in rapid succession.
And get this, guys. He's now tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in league history. Here's Thomas. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the chosen one. It's to Curry. Here's the chosen one. He's guarded by Thomas. And again for 3.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Johnson outside. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Thomas.
Nice pass by Cam Johnson, keeping his eyes up, letting things unfold.
Here's the chosen one. He's guarded by Thomas. Curry outside. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
15 foul. Belong to the Nets.
The first one falls.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Golden State's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Left side Curry. Here's the chosen one, covered by Martin. Shot clock at 6. Back to Curry. Pass to the chosen one. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Nets have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. The Nets working the ball around now. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Slammed home and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
And everyone knows Butler is a lockdown defender, but also terrific at coming up with steal. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Thomas outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looney's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Curry. Takes the 3. Another possession. Another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
The 3 from Thomas. Again, what an avalanche.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here's the chosen one. He's guarded by Thomas. Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. And the basket by Johnson.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Curry on the wing. Lets the three fly. A rebound by the Nets. Thomas goes in. And yep, another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's the chosen one. Thomas covering. A shot by Curry, no good. Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Down low, here's Johnson. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Warriors leading. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to the chosen one. Back to Curry. Fires for three. They grab their own miss from past the arc. That shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
There's Thomas with the three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's the chosen one. He's guarded by Thomas. Outside Curry. Curry gets the screen from the aim. Good! Another from 3.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps raising the bar. Higher and higher. Triple after triple. Catch him if you can. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Beyond the arc. The Warriors pull it in.
And the crowd letting him know they appreciate his greatness.
Now he's been nothing less than great. 3-pointers at a historic level.
This is a game that every player dreams of having from the arc. He's living it. It is almost unreal the way he is shooting threes.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Baseline jumper. The offensive rebound. Johnson finds Martin. Outside Thomas. With the drive, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
Team is in.
They get Stephen Curry. Free throw no good for Thomas. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
"17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Thomas on the wing. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Eager to prove he can carry the load, Thomas comes up big in the clutch.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Thomas with the steal. For the 3. Offline. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W.
Great win tonight, MP.